Russian dentist vaccination.
Got a super chat real quick. Kenny, Saul fixed fights and avoided tough matches like Andre, Charlo, and now your boy. Salute to you for raising your boys with heart and true champions. Appreciate the super chat, my brother.
Thank you.
So out of all of the names, Canelo, Caleb Plant, Jermall Charlo, who is the toughest, in your opinion, the toughest opponent for your son?
You know, I would, man, it's going to sound funny to you or to a lot of people. The toughest that I think, toughest fighter that when it came out, that if we wanted to make that fight, I would have to say that it was Charlo, man. Charlo has a different style, man. To me, that would be a tougher opponent for David. And like I said, it's going to sound a little crazy, but that's what I think. That's what I believe, that his way of fighting and his style will be a little bit more difficult than Canelo. And Caleb Plant, Caleb Plant is nothing, bro, to be honest with you. They're just trying to build him, and he will move a couple of rounds, maybe 5, 6 rounds, and finally we'll catch him and we'll put him up.
You view Charlo as the toughest, the most dangerous, and you still want that fight. And you push it for that fight the most.
Listen, once you beat Charlo or getting inside Charlo's with them in the ring, man, that would take us to another level. And then we could prove and we could show people where we at. It's a very dangerous fight, man. But at the end of the day, if you want those big rewards, you got to face these fighters that are very, very dangerous, I think. And we have no problem doing that because, like I said, now you know my story. And I think that David deserves a chance, and he has to prove where he's at. And then you'll see where David's at this point. And once he beats Charlo, man, there's no more questions with David. And if Charlo becomes successful too, I mean, it's a good fight for both of them to go to the next level.
That says a lot about David Benavidez, that, it's one thing to call out Caleb Plant, but to call out Charlo, the most dangerous stylistically for David Benavidez, it says a whole lot about David Benavidez as a champion. That's why everybody has so much respect for him, because, like I said, at the end of the day, or at least tonight, respect is earned, not given. And throughout all the names I threw at you, I know no one really mentioned David Benavidez's name, but who you think is going to step up to the plate?
Nobody. I'll tell you right now, if these guys, Caleb Plant is watching, Charlo's watching, Canelo's watching, no one. You know who's going to step to the plate? These other fighters that are hungry, like Ronald Ellis, and all these other fighters that, they're not known and they won the opportunity and they think they have a chance to beat David in order to be in the map. Those are the ones that they're willing to take that chance. But all these best pound for pound or really good fighters, where they at? They're running, my friend. They're running. I mean, we want to fight. I mean, like I said, these are good fights. But I mean, you can't make them fight if they don't want to fight.
Well, I also want to talk about Jermall Charlo, a guy who said, he's a super middleweight, not super middleweight. He's the middleweight champion of the world, thinking about coming up here to 168. But I think on his Instagram, he said, 1, he doesn't want to fight anybody under the age of 25. And 2, you have to be vaccinated in order to fight him. What's your response to what Jermall Charlo said?
Well, if he wants me to get vaccinated, I'll go get vaccinated just for him, But I mean, I never said nothing about Jermall Charlo. The only thing I said is I would love to get a fight in with him. And then he did an interview with Boxing Sweet Science. He said he'll knock me out. He'll break my neck. He'll break my neck. Something like that, bro. And then I'm just like, I'm not going to let nobody talk to me like that. So if you're telling me some words like that, you better be ready to fight me. You better be ready to back that up in the ring. So I say my stuff. I say my piece. I go at him too. And what now? I need a COVID vaccine. I need to be 25 and older. I need proof of GED. It's just, and now he don't even want to come up to 168. He wants to do a catch weight. Like, I didn't say I wasn't do a catch weight. I didn't say I was going to go down. You said you wanted to come up to 168. So now what's the problem? I feel like everybody, they just say all this stuff about me because they think I'm not going to say nothing. At the end of the day, I'm not nobody's friend right here. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I'm here to knock people out, and that's my mission here. I'm here to knock people out, and if you don't want to get knocked out, don't mention my name.
Want to also keep going after 168, your division. Caleb Plant, he's the IBF super middleweight champion of the world. What did you think of his showing against Caleb Truax just over a month ago?
Right, it was a good fight. It was a good performance. He did what he had to do. He landed everything he had to land. But when you're a champion like that, and you want to make a statement, and especially a guy that's over his hill like that. Was he 39 years old, Caleb Truax? He was getting hit with literally every shot, and he had nothing to offer. You know, he didn't come back with anything. So it kind of just it's very disappointing. You know, if you're a Caleb Plant fan, if Caleb Plant goes out there and hits an old guy with everything he could possibly hit, and you still can't stop him, especially when a guy that I stopped him. Anthony Durrell stopped him in the first round. So, I mean, for him to, you know, just want to solidify himself as, you know, one of the best champions at 168, you know, it wasn't really an impressive performance in my eyes, you know, but I mean, he did what he had to do, but I feel like he's just too weak for that. You know, he's just a weak champion. Basically, that's how I'm gonna put it.
And in your mind, do you think he takes another fight before potentially putting himself in line for the quote unquote Canelo sweepstakes?
I don't think so. I feel like he's gonna sit out as long as until he gets that fight. But Canelo, you know, he's back in it. He's always back in the gym. You know, he doesn't take too much time off. So he's not gonna be taking too much time off either. I think they might fight in September. But either way, you know, once Canelo beats him, you know, I'm still next to get in there with Caleb Plant. You know, I still want to beat his ass. So that doesn't change. Even with the loss, without a loss, I'm still gonna beat his ass.
So there's some real animosity between you two.
Yeah, I don't like him. And I want to knock him out. That's the only thing I want to do. I want to hurt him.
Well, yeah, you have an 86% knockout percentage. I mean, that's a very high knockout percentage. Where does that power come from, David? Is it something that you've always had? Is it something that you have helped to get better as time progresses? What is the key to the punching power from El Bandera Roja?
That's that big boy power. That's when you hit 250 pounds, you know, that power never goes away. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, definitely I've always been a power puncher since I was younger, and then just perfecting the power punches, really twisting into the shots. And it's just a variety of shots I could throw. It's just, I'm not a head hunter. You know, I'll find the head.
Get ready to take your striking game to the next level with the Focus Ball. Dramatically improve footwork, timing, head movement, hand-eye coordination, reflex, and overall fight IQ.
Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. Basically, you will end up with a haircut shape up or an edge up. What they do is they tattoo small dots that look like hair follicles in the areas where you have lost your hair and then blend it with your existing hair. You can even choose what type of hairline you want, hard shape up or soft and natural finish. And to maintain it, all you gotta do is shave your hair every few days, which is something you already were probably doing anyway. Make sure you go ahead and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo de Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.